A hydrometer is a small glass device that is used to measure the specific gravity of a fluid. The specific gravity is a measurement of how a liquid's density compares to that of water. For example, if you have a liquid that is 10% more dense than water, you would have a specific gravity of 1.1 because that fluid is 10% more dense. On the other hand, if you have a liquid that is 10% less dense than water, then you'd have a specific gravity of 0.9. I've got a test jar here full of just regular tap water. We'll go ahead and take a specific gravity reading. We've got a 1.0 specific gravity. A wine must contains sugar among other compounds that come from the grape, and sugar, as it turns out, is more dense than water. So we can use a hydrometer to gauge how much sugar is in our wine before we ferment it. So what we'll do is we'll compare the density of this water to that of a sugar water, and we'll pretend like this is a wine must. So we'll add a touch of sugar. And now we'll take a specific gravity reading of the water with the sugar mixed in. And it looks like our sugar water solution here has a specific gravity now of 1.01, telling us that the solution is now 1% more dense than the water we had without the sugar. We can also measure the specific gravity of the finished product. Alcohol, as it turns out, is less dense than water. So as the yeast is in the wine must, consuming the sugar, producing carbon dioxide, producing alcohol, as that alcohol content increases, our specific gravity is going down and down and down. We can use our hydrometer to measure how far along we are in the fermentation, as well as how dry we are. Once the hydrometer stops giving us different specific gravity readings, we know that fermentation has completed, and we can move on to other steps in the winemaking process. So in the test jar, I've poured some of my own wine, and we'll take a specific gravity reading of a finished product to see how that compares. So our finished product here has a specific gravity of 0.994, which is less than that of 1. So we went from a must solution that had more sugar, fermented through, and now we have a liquid that is less dense than water. The most important thing is that once you stop getting different specific gravity readings, you know that your fermentation is complete.